Hey, Rick, we're waiting for you to start the meeting.
This is my car. August. And I went like August. I'm down the bar. But Andrew was reaching out. He said, "You talk somewhere." So she had things. Set it up. Yes, that's like battery pressure. I was Nancy asked her that she was. You live before now? Yeah, change cars. This is. It was.
Go ahead and call this meeting to order. Okay, folks, being with us today, I apologize for being a little bit delayed. Commissioner Hicks and I were at a public viewing in Pickerington this morning that was lively. At this time, the commission sets aside an opportunity for voters and taxpayers to address the commission. If you'd like to do so, please begin by stating your name and residential address. We do have a 3-minute time limit, which we would appreciate your courtesy on. Under those terms and conditions, does anyone would like to address the commission at this time?
Good morning. It's good to see you two commissioners here. Lord, as we come before you this morning, we thank you and praise you for this beautiful day. And we thank you for the privilege that we have to be alive in this type of year, in this time of life. And I pray, Lord, that you guide and direct each of us in our steps that we take this day. Help us to always think of you and your wish for us. And Lord, we pray that we each will step out in faith to follow you in everything we say and do. And we pray this in the name of Jesus. Amen.
I would like to address the commission at this time. Hearing that, my understanding is that we will have the opportunity now to view some drone footage of a proposed project. And I don't know. The timing situation, folks, is that Commissioner Fix and probably Eric McGrady, they're estimated to be 10 to 15 behind me. And I assured them that we would go as far as we could go, as fast as we could go until they arrived, which takes us to the
legal update today, Commissioner.
update.
Yes, Commissioner. The review packet contains a list of administrative approvals, and there are 20 resolutions on the agenda for the regular voting meeting today. Few resolutions of note. The first on the agenda is for a proclamation to recognize Jim Cryle. Jim was born in Sugar Grove and graduated from Sugar Grove High School in 1963. He went on to have a distinguished military career while being extremely committed to his family, agricultural excellence, and the community. He is going to be going on an honor flight, and they do a mail call on those flights, and this will be presented to him along with other proclamations that were being solicited for him to receive at that point in time. So we will get that to Angela Cryle, which is his daughter-in-law, and she will save that, present that to him at the flight.
Thank you.
Second resolution appoints Colleen Cook, Meals on Wheels Board. You interviewed Colleen last week, and the resolution to appoint her is on for today. Engineer's office has a resolution to purchase 2 pickup trucks and 2 resolutions for the contract and notice to commence for a bridge replacement in Hocking Township. Facilities has a resolution to approve the contract with Spires Paving for the Liberty Center parking lot at Liberty Center. John, anything on that?
We're gonna hope to start Tuesday, May 26th. So there'll be some slight changes in how you access education. Other than that,
And how long did you say how long will it take?
it should take no more than 2 weeks as well. Hopefully a lot sooner, but we have to replace a lot of concrete sidewalk. Is the longer stretch. Sure.
And Bart, you said no budget.
No budget.
Correct.
Correct.
Rochelle, calendar review and invitations received, please.
Thank you. The Housing and Community Planning Panel will take place at the Palace Theater in Columbus on May 13th at 12:15 p.m. The Lancaster Fairfield Community Action Agency will have a Planning and Finance Committee meeting on May 14th at 11:30 a.m. at the Recycling Center. Morpsey Central Ohio Metropolitan Planning Organization Board meeting will be May 14th at 1:30 p.m. Family and Children First will have their full council meeting May 15th at 8:30 a.m. at the Fairfield County Ag Center. The Forest Rose Class of 2026 graduation will be May 15th at 1 p.m. And we received invitations for the following. The Ohio Glass Museum will celebrate their 20th anniversary with a ribbon cutting ceremony on May 12th at 4 p.m. There will be an open house of ribbon cutting for the Fairfield Center of Hope and Supported Housing on May 19th at 12:30 p.m. at 230 and 231 Venture Place. And Morpsey's Mobility Exchange will be June 17th at 9 a.m. and will run all day at the OSU Vitria on the Square located at 14 East 15th Avenue on the second floor. That's in Columbus. The commissioners received the following correspondence from the city of Lancaster. A notice regarding a one-way traffic change for West Chestnut Street between South High Street and South Columbus Street. And Fairfield County District Library sent a thank you for the use of the Levacy Center. They were there for a conference and really appreciated that. And the Violet Township Zoning Office sent notice of a zoning variance hearing that will be held on May 21st at 7 p.m. at 10190 Black Lake Eastern Road in Pickerington. And this is for property located at 8260 Refugee Road. That's all I have.
All right, thank you, Michelle. At this time, we're anxious to hear updates from some of our elected officials and others who are with us today. We see you got a whole position in that.
We have a few things in the pipeline, but nothing at this point to report on.
Dr. Brown.
Good morning. Last week, Commissioner Levacy asked about the communications from the Ohio Department of Taxation relating to the second half adjustments for the tax bills. We intend to reply to them right away whenever they send us information this week. And so they are saying they're going to send information this week. So I think we're going to be right on track with that as long as they do their part and they meet their deadlines this week. So that's encouraging news in itself. Do want to report on the border revision, quite efficient. I really do appreciate everybody that's working very hard to make those very well organized and well run. We do have several employees who are shadowing to learn more, and we're trying to take every opportunity to make sure that we can make those really good learning experiences too. The new lodging tax program is right on schedule. We'll be able to have that for the next quarter. The lot split program is going well, and I want to say thank you to Stacy in the map room. Stacy Knight. She has been tremendously helpful to several of the zoning officials and even has stayed late several times to help them through that process. In townships and some villages, they haven't yet used that program, and she's done a very good job offering training. The payroll officers are giving training to the departmental payroll officers, and Christina sent a really nice thank you note about that, and they're really encouraged by the type of training that they are providing as it's making a difference for those officers. The audit is progressing well. We have about 90% of what we requested uploaded, so we're working on getting those additional 10% and providing quite a lot of guidance on grants. Later on today, I'll be going to Hamilton County to lead a strategic planning session. And you might recall that I am the commissioner on the Supreme Court's committee for CLEs. And I'd like to report that the record low non-compliance rate is now throughout the state. It's a record low. It's very low. It's remarkably low. And I think part of that is due to some of the recommendations that have been approved by the Supreme Court to make things more accessible, more online, and allow for more accessibility, particularly for new attorneys. So I'm happy about that.
Can I just touch on that new attorney issue?
Yeah.
Because I was really shocked by it. I retired 8 years ago. I went inactive 5 years ago. And when I went to activate, I didn't have to do anything but just sign. And then I have 2 years to get my credits. If I had tried to come back within 2 years instead of 5, I had to go and backfill my prior credits and then move forward. And I just thought that was a quirky situation there where you could be gone for 5 and do nothing, or be gone for 2 and get busy. You know what I mean? I love the work.
Yeah.
I mean, it works for me. So
That wasn't one of the recommendations that for review, but maybe we'll take a look at it. See, actually, I think that the biggest recommendations were to make more allowances for online virtual training just to keep up with technology, particularly for new attorneys who were not afforded those same opportunities until later. And it's making a big difference in that compliance rate.
Thank you, Dr. Burke. Austin, still good?
Good, thank
All
you.
right, Tony?
I just want to thank Lori Hampshire. We had a new bond came out, so we had a new funds, so one unique financial things that we had to do, set up that budget and stuff that you're gonna do. It's one of those things that you don't do very often. It's nice that she told me.
Thank you, Tony. Rick, what's up?
So a few things, such a wonderful, experience at the Lancaster Fairfield Chamber of Commerce Awards on Thursday night, celebrating Jenny Sturgeon for Customer Service Award. And, the number of times the Workforce Center was mentioned, by the award winners was awesome. It really shows the impact that's making in our business community and with, community leaders. So I was excited about that. And then our graduation on Friday with students and counting 440 people in attendance to celebrate that, which is such a wonderful community opportunity to celebrate. And I hung around afterward and got to talk to so many parents and thankful and appreciative of what we're doing. So.
I appreciate it. It's a tough turnaround from delivering remarks at a memorial service to 16 minutes later delivering remarks at a graduation. The mental shift there was imperfect, but I was honored to be asked. Thank you. John Boyd.
Just happy and to say and thank you to Lancaster City. We actually were able to take some sirens that they had replaced, tornado sirens, and outdoor warning sirens, and worked with Liberty Township to have those installed in Baltimore and the fire station in Baltimore Fire District. So, a community can now have additional siren coverage, and we didn't lose any siren coverage in Lancaster as they replaced theirs. So, really a great partnership there, and just increasing that warning capacity.
2 circles around the alarms. Would we have full coverage yet?
No, it takes them around 200 sirens. But we place them in areas that are specific outdoor recreation. So yesterday it was Smack Park, and then the area around Cedartown Road involved Baltimore Fire District's fire station. So they are meant to just hear when you're outside, maybe not monitoring the weather at home or on your cell phone. So it's still growing, and we have a few more that from Lancaster to townships, villages.
That's awesome. Thank you, John. What's up, Bookham Dano?
Hello. Just a word of note, 1 week from today, along with our selected vendor and members from the IT department, we'll be visiting the remaining locations, performing the printer audit and inventory. Some of those locations include Fairfield Center, here at the courthouse, the DD sites, the Baldwin Complex, among others. Again, just getting inventory and audit of all those printers out there. So fair warning.
Corey, how are you
Good morning. I'm doing well. We found out last week that we were awarded a grant, a national grant for our APS team for opioid prevention among the elderly. We are one of 5 entities nationwide that received this grant. It is a 1-year grant for, we've received $200,000 and we can use that to offset staff costs while they're on the project. And essentially what they'll be doing is screening all of our APS customers that we come in contact with for opioid use and potential dependency, and then refer them appropriately for treatment for that. So it was really good news. We weren't necessarily expecting to get it given the competitive nature of it, but we were very happy to find that out.
Thank you, buddy. Or anything to add?
No, sir.
All right. Mr. Porter, how's health insurance looking?
It's good. It's fine. The one thing that we do want to note is the wellness clinic opened after approximately a year. in a temporary location back in its original location yesterday. So happy to be back. I think our location.
Say original location, I go back a long time.
So it's not down. It's over by Kroger. Back in that location.
On East Main.
Correct. You're not going down to Target.
Gotcha. All right. Nikki, how are you today? Good.
The water was busy in April with a lot of Earth Day activities. We had our tree sale where we sold 3,820 trees and gave away 804 trees to fifth graders. Christina Holt is our tree queen, so she does a great job with that. The DEA Take Back Day, we had 31 pounds of drugs collected at Violet Township site that we were at with the sheriff's office, and 2,626 pounds of electronics were recycled. We signed back up H2 Ohio participants for water quality practices for the 27-28 crop year, a little under 11,000 acres. And we helped Hunters Run Conservancy District coordinate a cleanup at Rockville Lake. They collected 48 bags of trash and several tires, so about 4 pickup truckloads was taken away. Great job, a lot of volunteers, and we wanted to thank Greenfield Township for their assistance with some of that litter disposal. And I wanted to mention you talk about Jim Cryle and his honor flight. He was one of our former board members, so happy for him.
That's cool. Thank you for being with us today. Tiffany, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Good. No updates today from the council. Thank you.
That's all right. Regional planning?
Yes, the only thing that I'm going to share is that we have a CDBG meeting scheduled next week at 9:15 a.m. To discuss recommended projects for CDBG. So.
All right. Well, we appreciate you.
And on that, appreciate regional planning, and I've been in communication with them, and so I think the path forward is a good one.
Thank you. Brian, to what do we owe the pledge?
Morning, Commissioner Davis, elected officials. I'm just here because one of your resolutions pertains to me in a personal nature. I am purchasing half ownership interest in Double Edge Brewing Company, and the revolving loan fund was gracious enough to provide 2 loans to them over the years, which they're personal guarantors, and so I'm asking for to substitute myself for Mark Jenkins, the member that is leaving and retiring as he's got grandkids. He lives out on a family compound with a bunch of in-laws and things. So I don't need to speak about it, but I'm here for any questions.
No, I appreciate it. And congratulations to you and Amanda on that. That's a neat place. Great space for you guys to operate in. So, congratulations to you. I mean, assuming that things go well in the boat.
And it's 2 blocks from my house, so it just makes sense. I spend half my time there anyway.
All right. I like it. Well, thank you. Thank you for being with us today.
We did ask if they factored the revenue loss into that.
I'll leave that alone. See if Commissioner Fix has anything under old business.
No, thank you.
Commissioner Levesey under old business.
So, I'll reiterate what Rick had to say about Jenny Sturgeon. You know, when you walk into the workforce center, all you see is smile. You know, what a great individual to that Rick. And, the graduation, amazing. And of course, Commissioner Davis gave a great, commencement speech. Did a wonderful job there. But 440 in attendance. Remember the first year? There was.
First year we
more.
brought lunch in because we were worried people wouldn't show up, and we thought if we fed them, they would show up.
Yeah, but I mean, just to see that crowd there and it's the graduates. You know, we all owe these to you, Rick, and your staff, buddy. And the chamber dinner, you know, First thing I go in there and they open the screen, he got happy birthday, Commissioner Levesey. And, I wanted to crawl under the table. But regardless, it was a great week last week, so especially the graduation. Easy.
It was funny to piggyback on the whole chamber event. That's the thing. So Color Market House was an RLF client. Double Edge was a winner. They were an RLF client. Midwest Fabricating. We awarded a training grant last year for some mobility things. And they've been an amazing partner to the Workforce Center and career readiness over the years. And then obviously Jenny. So it was, and then Laura Tustin, who was former chair of she won the Floyd Wolf Award. She was former chair of the Fairfield 33 Alliance. So there's so many county-centric things that were tied back to each winner and those awards. So it's really cool.
I remember our LF, that was all discussed, first decided to open, so it's been great.
Thank you. Commissioner Levesey I guess I'm all business. I had a great week, and was honored to deliver a few remarks to the Peace Officer Memorial Service. And of course, the commencement part. Honored to be invited to participate in both those events. Commissioner Levesey under new business.
So, we have the graduation at Forest Rose this week. I always look forward to that. It's and another note with Corey, you mentioned the APS grant, 1 of 5 nationwide. That's a big deal.
Yes, I think
Nationwide, 5. But on another note, I had a conversation with Representative Kevin Miller, regarding House Bill 648 and 560. I believe that's the two. One pertains to Bitcoin kiosks, has to do with association with bankers. Both of these bills will be very helpful in preventing fraud the other way. And so it's good to see some movement to that regard. Most people wouldn't think about a kiosk or Bitcoin being fraud related to older people, but it is. And it's been said that up to 92% of those are utilized for some fraudulent purpose. So I'm glad to see the state of Ohio taking some action on that.
All right, Commissioner Fix under new business.
Well, thank you. Sorry I was late. We had a viewing this morning up in Pilot Township, and I stuck around for a few minutes after Commissioner Davis to see the other end of the problem. Educational, but caused me to be late, so my apologies.
Just curious, was the second half as fun as the first half?
Even more so.
Oh, God. Under new business, I'll be meeting this afternoon with multiple representatives of the Borealis project. That's a project proposed to transport 2 billion cubic feet of natural gas per day from the Marcellus Utica shale fields. Some of it ultimately will end up down in the Gulf for LNG exports. I don't know for sure until I meet with these folks this afternoon, but some of that gas might be headed to Pickerington too. I'm not sure on that, but still sorting through what's going on with that project. In terms of location on that, 96% of that project will be located in the Rockies Express corridor. For people who want to kind of understand where that is and what's happening. Is there any other issue or item that anybody'd like to bring to the attention? Whoa, wait a minute, I screwed up. Eric, are you ready?
Be online here shortly, Commissioner.
Okay, we'll have shortly what we're going to see, I hope, if this gets worked out, is a drone view. GoPro. I got the wrong word. A view of the project that Commissioner Fix were out on today. What it is, it's a proposal of what's referred to as the ditch maintenance district, where there have been some water control problems, overland water control issues. And from the viewing that we had today, we expect a lot of passion from different points of view as we get to this. How we doing, buddy? Rough. Let's see it.
Okay, so this will be the, starting at the, what we call the ditch at the farm field. This is a waterway concrete structure I'm standing in now. We will walk downstream. Where we met this morning, we'll all get that location. So the Sturbridge Meadows subdivision would be to our left side, and to our right side would be the Nantucket subdivision. Marsh area. The ditch, water kind started cutting back. We started to cut back and establish the ditch that actually.
Aaron, pause for a moment. It's back a ways now, and I wasn't sure what I saw, but as we're facing the same way as the camera, and I'm not going to ask you to do this, but if we did back up several feet, was there a pond or some sort of water retention off to the left of the camera?
This area back here.
We're back. Keep going.
Okay, I think you're talking about the waterway coming in, right when I started.
Well, I thought I saw what looked like a pond or a lake off to the left.
Here is the trees. And looking back right there.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about, Commissioner?
Maybe.
So that is the farm field where it comes in to the subdivision from the east.
Okay.
That concrete structure was an energy dissipator that was built by the farmer when he built the waterway. I would want to say the first time around 1980s, maybe. That was a 3-foot drop there at that location where you see the notch out. The ground was about 3.5 feet below that. That was where the natural stream was. So it's an energy dissipator that USDA and RCS office designed for them to dissipate energy to allow it to drop and then flow to the natural ditch.
Okay, I'm sorry. Please.
That's no problem. I'm going to jump on down the ditch.
Yep.
Several blowholes. I know this blowhole here, full of water traveling through the path. Attempted to get into, the pipe was plugged, the pipe was going to go in there. See a lot of the mature trees within the drainage area, which some of the residents were mentioning they're concerned about. Walk a little back for you. See the ditch is trying to actually cut itself, but there is a 12-inch pipe that is underneath of this underground.
Which is 12-inch pipe, basically blocked.
Blocked in location, we believe a lot of it's tree roots. There could be some sediment load that had come in. This area here, cold water, not sure the landowner, the ditches this by itself to try to maintain the water consistent within a channel in the backyard. Those boxes, transformers, telephone pedestals, double high contender, obviously board. I believe it's sanitary sewer property as well, in the backyard to the property. They were converted to sanitary, but we're all on-site systems converted to sanitary sometimes. This area here, the ditch is, we're approaching the backyard where we left the gate. So that this kind of pipe area where those individuals search within the facility to structures. Trailers, go in this area. Still, there is a pipe on the ground here going through here, but yeah, I think the encroachment is great. Very good, great. And this right here is where the 12-inch pipe outlets. The Commissioner Davis, Commissioner Fix, we were standing basically adjacent to this. We went to the gentleman's backyard there. So, and I was going along the fence line.
Street we're looking at there, that's Nantucket.
Yeah, that is where that. This is the outlet structure that it outlets to the day out there. You can see it was had significant debris collected against it. It was very obvious that had those off the road at the location that part of one other video real quickly, if you don't mind, would be the waterway that Mrs. Burns and Meadows. This would be the waterway going upstream. So this is the farmer's waterway. I will pan back to start at the structure there where I started previously. Panning around the grass waterway that they constructed, I believe, last year. At least if I heard records that she told me she paid for it. You see the pretty rough, wide, parabolic waterway that the full water conservation district designed for the owner, farmer, represented their supervision. Very nice waterway, grass, well established. We're kind of making a turn to the north, looking into Lincoln County. The waterway continues all the way up to so, that was a large part due to the erosion issues that happened with the farm. So, if you'd like any other videos, I have one going upstream on the main ditch. Anything else, I'd be glad to show you.
I'm good. I'll see if my colleagues want additional footage right now.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Eric. So what we're looking at there, folks, and what Commissioner Fix and I were out on today, there is a proposal for a ditch management district, ditch maintenance district. And what we heard out on the right of way today, there'll be a full complement of opinions regarding the problem. I think generally speaking, everybody agrees that there's a problem. A number of people are certain that it's not their problem, so they shouldn't have to pay for it. For example, others who may be contributors to the problem, concerned. We've heard from a couple landowners about the potential sale of their properties, how this would impact current plans or future plans. It was just a tough viewing, so to speak. But what we'll do is on July 21st, we'll have a hearing. And at that time, we'll discuss this. We'll hear from residents. we hear from the engineer's office. On that date, we will be go, no go to move forward, not necessarily with the project itself, but with the analysis of the project, the potential solutions to the problem, the potential costs to the problem. And once we have all of that information, the opinions which we started hearing today, and I'm sure we'll hear a lot more of from adjoining landowners, the opinions of the engineer's office about the magnitude of the problem and the potential solutions and their costs. And ultimately, the commissioners will have to make a decision as to whether to approve one solution or the other or not. So anticipate this being a colorful process. At this point, I'll see if my colleagues like to make any comments regarding this issue. First, I'll turn to Commissioner Fix.
Heard different versions of the history of how this all came about, and I think at the end of the day, if historically everyone had done things the right way, I don't know that we'd have this issue before us today. And that's frustrating. And I know it's frustrating for the landowners, and it's frustrating for the engineer's office, and it's frustrating for us that we're now in this situation. And I just wish we didn't have to deal with it, but we do.
Commissioner Levesey, comments?
Yeah, this kind of represents an early development before things were done as they were done today, in how drainage is handled and how it's assessed, so on and so forth. And the idea that anyone other than the property owner would pay for it is unfounded in facts. It needs to be people who have the benefit from it pay the price. So
Yeah, we appreciate that. I think that what the commission will do here is hear more formally from the residents, more formally from the engineer's office, listen, learn, and ultimately do what we do, which is make decisions.
Appreciate all Eric's work on this.
Yeah, that was cool. I think probably one of the more interesting questions of the morning, at least the portion of it that I was there for, was a really normal question. Why do we have to pay for it? Of course, people who don't live in that area might say, well, why do we have to pay for it? If you were to use county funds, for example. So it'll be a real hoot. We'll have a lot of fun with that.
So I do have one question for Eric. So the GoPro video, was that after a significant rainfall event?
No, that was not. It was the day after the petition was filed. I'm not aware of any rainfall event that had happened prior to that, but it's pretty evident. I mean, I didn't have records of anything up in that northern part of the county, but there was rain because you can see where Nantucket had been over top. There was a debris line, vegetation and sticks and debris. I was on the roadway there.
Looks like a significant amount of flow.
Yeah, it's a significant watershed coming through that area. There's a lot of flow. Yeah.
So that water that we saw today didn't seem to be moving.
Yeah.
So when it's not raining, it's just sitting there.
Sitting there, yes. I don't believe it. I believe it's pretty much stagnant, which is part of the complaint.
Yeah, thank you.
I do have the record, and I'll give it to the clerk, and will be attendance, sign the sheet for that. I'll give it to the clerk after the meeting.
Good challenge for all concerned.
Thank you, Eric, for all your help.
Yes, thank you. Is there any other issue item that anybody would like to bring to the attention of the commission at this time? Please rise if you are able and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. given Dennis Keller's retirement, we must turn to John Coaches to lead us in a little happy birthday song. Great, thanks, Brad. Hi, gosh, do we appreciate you.
You're ready to go.
We get so much credit for everything you do. We want to sing you happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Zabrock. Happy birthday to you. Come on.
Tomorrow.
Let's not jinx.
Rick, would you like to give a birthday speech?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow. Happy words.
When? Rochelle, do we have any announcements?
There are no announcements.
All right, move on to the approval minutes for May 5, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, please call the roll.
Commissioner Fix?
Yes.
Commissioner Levesey?
Yes.
Commissioner Davis?
Yes.
Minutes past 3-0 from the Commissioners, Resolution 2026-5.12.a. A resolution authorizing the approval of a proclamation.
Commissioners, I move items A, B, and C.
Second.
Discussion? John, I'd like to hear about C, please.
Yeah. Liberty, is that C?
Airport.
Oh, yes. So we have two applications for state grants in our federal grant application. So the federal grant application is for our North Port extension. We have to start with an environmental study, so that is the process starts first. It's a federal grant. The match is typically expected to be picked up by ODOT, and that creates the baseline so that we can study the whole area for development and progress down with construction.
Thank you, sir. Further discussion? Please call the roll.
Commissioner Fix?
Yes.
Commissioner Levesey?
Yes.
Commissioner Davis?
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0.
If I might, we do have a proclamation for James Crow. And what is our delivery note on that?
I've given that to Angela on Thursday.
Super duper. Please continue, Michelle.
From the Fairfield County Clerk of Courts Legal Division, Resolution 2026-5.12.d, a resolution approving an account-to-account transfer into a major expenditure object category, Fund 1100.
Under Fairfield County Clerk of Courts Legal Division, I move items D and E.
Second.
Discussion? Let's call the roll.
Commissioner Fix?
Yes.
Commissioner Levesey?
Yes.
Commissioner Davis?
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0. From the Fairfield County Clerk of Courts Title Division, Resolution 2026-5.12.f, resolution approving an account-to-account transfer into a major expenditure object category, Fund 1123.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Let's call the roll.
Commissioner Fix?
Yes.
Commissioner Levesey?
Yes.
Commissioner Davis?
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0. From Fairfield County Economic and Workforce Development, Resolution 2026-5.12.g, resolution to approve the recommendation of the Fairfield County Revolving Loan Fund Review Committee to permit the assumption of an existing loan for Beer Geeks LLC to new ownership interest.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
This was the first time we've actually,
Ran into this from the revolving loan fund standpoint, so I want to thank the prosecutor's office for helping us figure out the best path forward and Mr. Everett's patience as we tried to figure out what that path was, and the revolving loan committee for having a really good discussion. And quite frankly, it's great to see what's invested in from the beginning.
So you want to buy a bar?
Well, in anticipation of a unanimous vote in favor, congratulations. Further discussion? Let's call the roll.
Commissioner Fix?
Yes.
Commissioner Levesey?
Yes.
Commissioner Davis?
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0. From Fairfield County Engineer, Resolution 2026-5.12.h, a resolution to approve the purchase of 2 pickup trucks for the Fairfield County Engineer's Office.
For Fairfield County Engineer, I move items H, I, and J.
Second.
Discussion? Let's call the roll.
Commissioner Fix?
Yes.
Commissioner Levesey?
Yes.
Commissioner Davis?
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0. From the Fairfield County Facilities, Resolution 2026-5.12.k, a resolution authorizing the approval of a construction agreement and bid award with Spires Paving Company Incorporated.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Happy to report significantly under our budget. It is actually pretty expensive.
Haven't heard that in years. Further discussion? Let's call to roll.
Commissioner Fix?
Yes.
Commissioner Levesey?
Yes.
Commissioner Davis?
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0. From Fairfield County Job and Family Services, Resolution 2026-5.12.l. A resolution authorizing the approval of a service agreement by and between Fairfield County Job and Family Services, Child Protective Services Division, and Kids Count 2 Incorporated.
Fairfield County Job and Family Services, I'll move items L, M, N, O, and P.
Second.
Discussion? Let's call to roll.
Commissioner Fix?
Yes.
Commissioner Levesey?
Yes.
Commissioner Davis?
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0. From Fairfield County Transit, Resolution 2026-5.12.q. A resolution to approve an application for the standard 2026 certification and assurances for the Ohio Department of Transportation, Office of Transit, and Fairfield County Transit, and the Fairfield County Board of Commissioners.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Rick?
This just allows us to get our grant funds through ODOT. The real changes to something like to do each year, make sure our certifications.
All right, thank you. Further discussion? Call to roll.
Commissioner Fix?
Yes.
Commissioner Levesey?
Yes.
Commissioner Davis?
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0. From Fairfield County Utilities, Resolution 2026-5.12.r. A resolution authorizing fund-to-fund transfers for the Water Fund 5046 and Fund 5924, number 5925 debt service payments for 2026.
For Fairfield County Utilities, I move items R and S.
Second.
Discussion? Please call to roll.
Commissioner Fix?
Yes.
Commissioner Levesey?
Yes.
Commissioner Davis?
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0. Payment of bills, Resolution 2026-5.12.t. A resolution authorizing the approval of invoices for departments that require Board of Commissioners approval.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Please call to roll.
Commissioner Fix?
Yes.
Commissioner Levesey?
Yes.
Commissioner Davis?
Yes.
Motion passes 3-0. The next regular meeting is scheduled for May 19th at 9 a.m.
All righty then. Is there any other issue item that anybody'd like to bring in attention to this? Hearing none, I'll accept the motion.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
I got a motion to adjourn in a second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries unanimously. The commission is adjourned. Sorry for the slight delay, and I hope you all enjoy your day.